The title of his speech is After the Shock, Hope in Despair. You now have 3 minutes. You may start.
Educators, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. 311, the day that shook and stunned our Earth. Up until now, the 9.0 magnitude earthquake and following tsunamis, nuclear leaks, power cuts, and fires swallowed over 12,000 lives across 18 prefectures in Japan. It fractured families, battered local society, but united the world. How can we in Hong Kong learn from this catastrophe? Panic not, for knowledge cures ignorance. Raising the awareness of the public is therefore crucial. The Japanese since their childhood have been educated on a series of emergency self-aids to take in earthquakes. Hong Kong has a population density of 6,480 persons per square kilometers, while Fukushima has 389. Just 50 km away from us is the Daya Bay nuclear plant. It is even harder for us to evacuate than in Fukushima. The government should therefore establish an integrated system of guidance while taking response actions in emergency situations and reactivate the public awareness through all available channels, including schools and media. Schools play an instrumental role in crisis education. The earlier, the better. How are you, Mom? When are you back? A 4-year-old Japanese girl wrote a note to her mother, who never receives it. Through sharing with others and refusing to lament the bad luck, the selfless conduct of the Japanese shines. The hopefulness shines. On the contrary, we Hong Kongers have been pampered by our comfort zone against unexpected traumas. Just over the past few weeks, people in Hong Kong have fought over salt, iodine tablets, and radiation measurement meters. We can keep our cool if we stop being self-centered and divert our attention to those who are in real need. Further, the nuclear leak incident in Japan has proved that even advanced technology is not 100% safe. It's high time we considered conscientiously renewable energy sources. It's time to consider balance between technology and nature. To avoid wastage of resources, we must think twice before we consume food, electricity, and water. We can contribute to the movement by making it start from our life. And we can learn from the Japan incident how to strive for the balance between technology and environment. Today, after the shock, the world is becoming closer and closer. Today, after the shock, we enliven hope out of despair. Let's all join hands and may the world live as one. Thank you.
Thank you for your speech, Mr. Wong. Mr. Seaton will now ask you a question related to your speech.
Mr. Wong, thank you very much for that presentation. You said that as part of our response to this, we need to look at our own consumption patterns. We need to consume less, we need to waste less food, and so on. How do you get that change of habit, that change of mindset in a population like Hong Kong?
Well, of course, public education is crucial in assisting the public, but we can just think of these issues like at everyday life. We don't have to think about stopping or petitioning for stopping the construction of factories. We need to start small. For example, we can stock enough clothes for laundry instead of just wasting the water over and over again, and we can take showers instead of baths. It's simple. You don't have to make it big, but it's just in our everyday life. Of course, the government has a role to play in this public education, but after all, it's us who makes the difference. It's us who actually changes. It's us who actually need to learn.
Thank you. A question of freestyle from Ms. Anstus.
Thank you, Mr. Wong. These days, international travel is becoming easier and more affordable all the time. If you had the opportunity to go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
I would personally wish to go to New York because of the diversity of cultures there. As you know, New York is a place where cultures meet and where different countries have no boundaries. Different types of people live in New York. And when I go there, I would like to actually travel around the large range of different districts in New York and look into the different small aspects of them and understand the different cultures of the world. For example, if you take a stroll down the Manhattan, you may see the extravagance of New York, but at the meantime, if you take a stroll down, for example, the Brooklyn district, you may find the other side of New York and the other side of the world. And that's why New York is so diverse, and that's why I would like to go to New York for traveling, and not only for traveling purposes, but also for education and understanding the world more and better.
Thank you, Mr. Wong. You may now take a seat. Please remain silent while our judges